Welcome everybody. Today we're diving into something truly important for your health and fitness journey, prehab and rehab exercises. Whether you're looking to prevent injuries, recover smart, or simply strengthen your foundation, this is the perfect place to start. So grab your gear and get ready to move with purpose. Without further ado, let's go. We're going to start with Kevin showing us a little bit of lower body prehab. We're going to start with tibialis raises. So the tibialis raises, the purpose of this is to strengthen the tibialis anterior and to improve ankle dorsiflexion and prevent shin splints. Standing with your back against the wall and feet 6 to 12 inches away, you want to keep your heels planted and lift your toes as high as possible. You want to slowly lower down and repeat. You should perform 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps in order to do this correctly. Next up, we have toe walks. Toe walks strengthen the calves and foot muscles, enhancing ankle stability. In order to do this, you want to stand on your toes and walk forward, keeping your heels off the ground. You want to maintain an upright posture and engage your calves. You should walk for 30 to 60 seconds, then take a rest. And you should probably repeat this around 2 to 3 times, however you're feeling. Ankle eversion walks strengthen the peroneal muscles to improve ankle stability and prevent rolling injuries. You want to stay walking forward while keeping your weight on the outer edges of your feet. You want to maintain control, and you want to avoid excessive rolling because you can hurt yourself with that. You want to walk for 30 to 60 seconds, then take a break. And again, you want to repeat this 2 to 3 times. Step down, strengthen the quadriceps and improve knee stability for injury prevention. You want to stand on an elevated surface between 6 to 12 inches high. You want to slowly lower one foot toward the floor. You want to keep control of your foot. You want to lightly tap the ground and return to the starting position. You should perform 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps per leg. Make sure to do both legs, don't just do one. 90-90 hip internal rotations improve hip mobility and strengthen internal rotators. You want to sit in a 90-90 position with one leg in front and the other to the side. You want to lift the back knee off the floor while keeping the foot planted. You want to lower with control and repeat and do 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps per side. This is weighted dynamic butterfly. This increases hip mobility and strengthens the adductors. You want to sit with your feet together and knees out to the sides. You want to hold a light weight on your knees and gently press them down where kettlebell should do. Slowly pulse the knees up and down. Perform 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 12 reps. This is also known as a dynamic couch stretch because you can do this on your couch. You want to place your back foot on a couch or bench and kneel on the floor. You want to shift your hips forward while squeezing your glutes. You want to perform slow, controlled pulses forward and back. You want to hold for 30 to 60 seconds per side, repeating 2 to 3 times. And again, if you don't have a bench like we do in this video, you're always free to do it on a couch. That concludes Kevin's showing of lower body prehab. Doing upper body, we can start by doing some arm circles. Arm circles improve mobility in the shoulders. You can straighten your arms out, make slow and controlled small circles, and then increase to large circles. Do 30 seconds clockwise and counterclockwise. This is the shoulder horizontal adduction stretch. This improves shoulder mobility and back activation. You want to extend one arm out at shoulder height. Cross it over your body and hold a position with the opposite hand. You want to repeat this and hold for 30 seconds on each arm. Neck rolls improve mobility in the neck. You want to stand tall, leading your head in a circular motion going front, left, back, and right. You want to perform this exercise for 30 seconds clockwise and counterclockwise. Thread the needle is an exercise that improves spine and shoulder mobility. You want to sit in a tabletop position, raise one hand towards the ceiling and opening the chest. Then thread the arm through and crossing your body. You want to perform 10 on each side. Arm swings warm up the muscles in your shoulder and chest. You want to stand shoulder width apart, swing your arms out, crossing your body in a controlled motion like you're hugging yourself, and then back out. Then do it vertically, raising your arms up and down. You want to perform each direction for 30 seconds at the minimum. The wrist flexion stretch improves wrist flexibility. You want to use your left hand to push your right knuckles and bend it in a downward position. You want to hold this for 30 seconds and then do the other wrist. Instead of doing downward, you can also hold and bend in an upward position, which is wrist extension stretch. This also helps wrist flexibility. Shoulder rolls help mobilize your shoulders and your upper back. You want to stand tall with your arms relaxed. Elevate your shoulders, then squeeze your shoulder blades, and then drop down slow and controlled. You want to perform this for 30 seconds clockwise and counterclockwise. Spinal twist, warm up your spine and activate your core. You stand shoulder width apart or half kneeling, twisting your torso from side to side until you feel a stretch. Perform this for 2 sets of 30 seconds. Overhead tricep stretch improves triceps flexibility. You want to raise one arm and flex it behind the head. With the opposite hand, pull towards your head until you feel the stretch. You want to perform this for 30 seconds on each side. Moving on from upper body prehab, we're going to start using some foam roller on our lower body. We're going to start with our calves. You're going to place the foam roller on your calf, on the end of your calf, and you want to go from the bottom of your calf all the way to the top near the back of your knee. You want to go up and down, and you want to do this for around 20 to 30 seconds per leg. Another place in the body you can use the foam roller on is your hamstrings. Similar to calves, you want to place one at the top of your hamstring, and you want to go all the way down towards the back of your knee. And again, if you feel somewhere tight, you can also hold, and this goes for every single place in the body. When you feel somewhere sore, you want to hold the foam roller there for 20 to 30 seconds. To use a foam roller on your quadriceps, you're going to need to face down with your body. You want to brace yourself with your hands, and you want to go from the top of your quadricep all the way to the bottom of your quadricep. Make sure not to roll on your knee, that might hurt. To hit your iliotibial tract, also known as the IT band by a lot of people, you want to lie on your side with the foam roller under the outer thigh, just below the hip. You want to go from the top all the way to the bottom. Make sure to brace yourself with at least one of your arms. To hit your lower back with the foam roller, you want to sit on the floor, your legs bent and feet flat on the ground. You want to lean back onto the foam roller, placing it under your lower back. You want to support yourself with your hands on the floor behind you, and you want to use your legs to slowly roll up and down the lower back. Focus on rolling your muscles on either side of your spine. Do not place the foam roller directly on your spine. To hit your upper back on the foam roller, you want to sit on the floor, legs bent, and feet flat on the ground. You want to lean back onto the foam roller, placing it at your mid-back level. And you want to go from the mid-back all the way to the top of your traps. You can keep your hands neutral, or if you're feeling good, you can also lift your hands up. And by lifting your hands up, that will also target different muscles in the back, allowing for a more controlled and better experience. Another way you can foam roll if you want to target more deeper muscles is by using a lacrosse ball or anything like a lacrosse ball, like a tennis ball, etc. For this one, we're doing a foot rollout. This eases foot tightness and tension, increases mobility, and reduces the risk for plantar fasciitis. You want to place the ball under one foot at a time in a standing or seated position and roll slowly back and forward from heel to the ball of the foot. You want to apply gentle but consistent pressure. Doing a calf rollout relieves calf tightness, reduces shin splint pain, and increases ankle mobility. You want to sit on the floor with the legs extended and place the ball under the calf muscle. You want to roll the ball with gentle pressure from the knee to the ankle. A hamstring rollout improves flexibility by loosening your hamstring and reduces the risk of strains. You want to sit on the floor with the legs extended, place the ball under the hamstring muscle, and roll gently, extra pressure on tight spots. To do a quad rollout, which eases and loosens tight quad muscles, you want to sit on the floor with legs extended and use hands to gently massage the quads, applying pressure especially to tight areas. Glute rollouts improve flexibility and mobility in hips and lower back by releasing tension in the glute muscles. You want to sit on the lacrosse ball on one side and cross the leg of that side over the other knee. Then you want to roll gently and hold on tender spots for up to 30 seconds. The back rollout relieves tension and improves spinal mobility and posture. You want to lie on the floor with the lacrosse ball under your upper back. You want to support your head with your hands if you need, and roll the ball up and down your spine. If you don't need to support your head, that is completely fine. Shoulder rollout eases tightness in your shoulders and upper back and increases the range of motion. You want to stand against the wall with the ball between your shoulder blade and the wall. You want to roll in side to side or up to down motions to massage the area, applying pressure. You want to do both sides of your shoulders. Make sure to do at least 20 to 30 seconds on each side. Doing a chest and shoulder rollout loosens your pecs and shoulders and increases the range of motion. Instead of facing backwards, you want to stand facing a wall with the ball between the upper chest and your shoulder area and wall. Apply pressure in side-to-side motions. Moving on from lacrosse ball warm-up and recovery, we're going to go forward and use resistance bands. This is the chest opener. You're going to open up the chest and shoulders to relieve tightness with this exercise. You're going to hold a resistance band with both your hands in front of you, and then you want to go from the neutral grip to all the way as far as you can. This glute and hip stretch increases glute and hip flexibility. With the resistance band on your foot, you're going to move your foot as high as you can, and then cross it across your body while pulling your foot across your body while keeping the other leg straight. You want to keep your shoulders flat on the ground and hold for 30 seconds. After you're done with one leg, you want to switch to the other one. This resistance band hamstring stretch targets the hamstrings and your glutes and lower back. You want to have with the resistance band on your foot, you want to have it on, and you want to place the end on your head. You want to straighten your leg out just as so, and you want to feel the stretch. You want to hold it for 30 seconds, then switch leg. This resistance band shoulder internal rotation exercise engages the muscles, the subscapularis, the pec major, and your lat dorsi. This is very good with helping in the rotator cuff. This quadricep stretch increases hip and quadricep flexibility. You want to loop your band around one foot and then turn over to your stomach and get the band over your shoulder to grab and pull towards your glutes. You want to hold for 20 to 30 seconds on each leg. This is a very good exercise, and I do this all the time. This resistance band's external rotation stretch helps with the recovery of rotator cuff muscles and promotes flexibility. Well, this concludes the end of our video. Thank you for joining us today. Remember, prehab and rehab are essential steps in building resilience and achieving long-term health and wellness. By prioritizing these exercises, you're not just recovering and preventing injuries, you're investing in yourself. Stay consistent, listen to your body, and celebrate the progress you make no matter how small.